On top of a hill stood an imposing ancient abandoned mansion in Portugal. The mansion, built in a medieval style, had once been a country house filled with many valuable objects. We find it partially hidden by thick vegetation that surrounds it. However, what truly makes it unique is the suit of armor that rests inside. It was impressive to come face to face with it, swaying and dusty, but it gives off that special aura of mystery. The locals avoid getting close to the mansion since they said it was haunted. It was rumored that at night strange noises and wailing could be heard coming from inside. However, the night we visited, nothing strange happened, at least nothing that we could perceive. The house belonged to the Ferreira family, a noble family that had lived in the region since time immemorial. As the centuries passed, the Ferreira family gradually dispersed and the house was left uninhabited. The last time anyone lived in it was more than 10 years ago. Since then, the house has been abandoned and nature has reclaimed what was once its own. Despite its abandonment, the armor has remained in the same place, like a silent guardian of the family's history. Nowadays, the mansion is in ruins, covered in vines and moss, but you can still feel the weight of history in the air.
Let's start with one of the entrances, but it's not the main entrance, since there's a sensor in the middle of the house that you'll see later, and we haven't checked it yet. So let's start here. And this room is pretty messed up, but we've already seen some really cool parts of the house. If you hear voices, it's because I'm with more friends. Hey look, Toy Story DVDs. So there must have been a kid here. This is likely the simplest room here, as you'll see from the others. The bathroom seems recently renovated and quite modern. As always, they left a bunch of stuff in the bathroom. And I'm going to show you more parts of the house. Now I'm going to show you the kitchen.
Wow, look at this. Everything in its place.
And dishes that they left out back in June 2013. I don't know if you can see it on camera. June 2013. It's empty. Oh, it's just that everything is in its place. And here we already have one of the super cool living rooms. And full of things. It's packed. And it's slipping away from us. The little daylight that's left. A record player. Wow, I love the lamp.
Look at the card.
Oh my, so many details and everything is so neatly arranged. What a shame about this place. I'll show you a bit of the outside. Look at how it is on the outside. It's not focusing on me. Anyway, it's full of vegetation. Wow, look, what a shame. All the flowers, some of these yes, but not those. But others really are real. Would you pick the flowers from the garden to put them in the centerpiece? Let's leave the dining room now. It's beautiful. Let's search for a different room or area. We've now entered the narrow hallway, and there are rooms around here. Look at how everything is in its place. And we still need to check if the sensor works. Ah, look, a bathroom. A glass syringe. They've messed this one up quite a bit too. They usually mess up the rooms a lot. There's a shaver. Please, let's look at these photos. Let's see if it focuses. Now, how cool. Look, what a photograph. I love this one. I was in bed, but there's a lot of documentation here, and I've already recorded some of it to get more information. Look at these notebooks. Republic. And over here, we go to the lower part. Will we see it later? Alright, look at what we just realized. There was a sneaker there. It's exactly because it's covering a motion sensor.
That was facing the hallway.
Here we have a living room. Incredible, incredible. I imagine they would sit here to be in front of the fireplace. Few abandoned houses have had as many details and things as this one. It's very cluttered. I'm going to add a bit more light here. The sun is already setting. Look at all the little figures. Everything's full.
The little cat figure.
I've seen that girl in a different photo. Wow, look how the vegetation has completely covered the window. They had a video, but the television is missing.
Did they take it with them? Oh, I'm amazed by everything that's left in the house.
Look at the castle. We're going out now as there's still a lot of this huge house left to see. We must hurry before losing the light completely, though it seems inevitable. Look at the room. This one is much more complete, although it's also messy, but since it's bigger, we can show it much better.
Look at the furniture.
These carved pieces of furniture are beautiful. Look at the mini library they had, and among them this book. And just ahead, well, I guess you saw it in the intro, we have an armor.
Wow, what a photo.
It's a shame that everything is so messy, honestly. Even so, we've caught it in very, very good condition, because it won't be long before it's completely stolen.
And it's a shame.
That...
Cool.
Inside here, there are several rosaries. I don't know if it's because of us, but we have the neighbor's dogs barking.
Wow, look at this.
The dentures. This would be full of jewels.
And have they already left the ones that were worth the least? I'll probably have to pixelate this, but it belongs to the owner.
Look at this figure I had overlooked.
Really cool. And the painting.
This one, also really cool. The drawers are actually
Very, very messy.
all of these are beads for the necklaces.
Here are sheets and blankets. We have come down to this part.
And here's one of the sensors. Also, which we will see later. It's over there. This whole area is full of rooms. And look at this. It's a bit. We're missing the machine, but it's a mask for breathing. Would you have a machine for oxygen?
We're missing the machine, but
Let's say it's for oxygen. Would you have any kind of ailment? And,
here?
the bathrooms are definitely the most modern thing in the house. Another bathroom located in the hallway. I imagine not all the rooms had their own bathroom. Downstairs, the rooms are much simpler. The ones upstairs are much nicer. I don't know if you can hear the voices, but they're from my colleagues who are right upstairs. Okay, here we have the sensor thing, which we have there as well. Half covered. But come on, they've already confirmed to me that the colleagues who are there are deactivated. So we can see the cool part. Ah, look, a mini kitchen. Well, maybe the downstairs part was like a dorm, right? Probably yes. It was like a dorm, a lodging area.
Everything is in boxes. Yeah, it seems so.
Like two different houses. Look, they started taking things from here, but they only did it halfway. This is a hat box. It's a shame that it's empty, that there's nothing inside. Everything is very tidy down here. Look, these are all plates, the kind you hang up for decoration, because they have the metal hook on the back to hang them. They would have all of these decorating the house. And look at all the figurines. They would also have this packed up to take with them. If they stored things down here, in this part, everything to take things away. Well, let's go upstairs and let's see the coolest part of the house. For me, it was likely a guest house, as evidenced by the previously unnoticed fire extinguisher. I've come straight to the best room, I think, in this house, at least for me. And look, I'm gonna take a shot like this, a bit more general, of the whole room. Because is it the second grand piano I've found, or the third? But this one is beautiful because you'll see it now. Look, wow. It's all full of photographs. And the room itself is beautiful. It gives an incredible contrast with the piano. Let's start here to show this whole room. It had to be people with a lot of money. What's this? They're like old photographs. Look at these paintings. And it's a shame that it's in this condition, because little by little, it's going to be in worse structural condition because there's already a lot of humidity. And little by little it will get worse. The sofa's assembled by the fireplace. And a portrait of an old general, very young. Wow, look, was this it? I think it was for the piano sheet music. With the candelabras. It's a family with a lot of history. It's a shame that the mansion ended up in this state. This photo was probably taken in this house. Oh, look at the ballerina. You can't see her face. Beautiful. They're plastic, by the way. The flowers? Look at these portraits and the frames, they're just beautiful. Now let's look at the piano. Wow, they stick when you touch them. Are we going to close it? What a beautiful piano. Really incredible. And another little corner. Before leaving this room, I'm going to take one last shot of this room. Beautiful. And now let's go to the other part. And we'll see the armor, which is the first one I've seen. I've never seen one before. And it's over here. All the swords over there. But I'm going to show you this. It's a shame it's missing the helmet, and this is the sensor that was driving us crazy because we didn't know if it worked. Beautiful. Yeah, all the swords. If it's real armor and not just for decoration or anything, well, it's for decoration, but it's real. And the chainmail? It's chainmail for real. And this, which can't be. Oh, it's really heavy. It can't be. Cannonballs. Incredible to find things like this. What a shame it's missing the helmet. Wow, the watch. Wow, the year 1786. I didn't think they've taken the pendulum. The pendulum of the clock should go here. How beautiful. What if I've completely forgotten? Should I show you the last room? And is it this one here? I closed the door a little so the voices wouldn't be heard too much. And look what I found. Zoom in on Portugal. Well, the map. Look at this one. He must have been one of the owners, one of the founders of this house. The best made painting I've seen in the house. So I imagine he was someone very important to them, for the family. Look at this desk. But what I have behind me, the library I have behind me, is incredible. I like them. The photographs, old. Look. A tin. An envelope of Tintin trading cards. Beautiful piece of furniture. Wow, photographs of the army. They're not dated. 1900? 31 or 21? Let's look at a press. What bottle is made with sand with the drawing there? How cool. And here we have another painting. This one I imagine also belonged to the family. Look at this cool book. From Festival Scholars.
(1912). How cool!
I love these books.
Look at the wedding dresses.
Now I'm going to show you the bookstore.
It's beautiful. Would this be his office? Look at the door of the house.
Look at this feather duster with wow. How cool with the coins. There. The number of books there are.
Cool. The chair. Beautiful.
Look what I just found. I'm not really sure what's in here. It has like little lead balls inside.
It looks like a thermometer, but it's not.
It's just not focusing well, but it looks like a thermometer. And he had the globe on the table. And right then we are here in Portugal. Night has already fallen completely for us. But when we went out, we saw this place that looked like a chapel. And look, check this out, we're about to leave. Now, when I go in and turn on the flashlight, look how amazing this is. It's one of the most intact chapels I've ever seen.
Impressive.
And the paintings, because of the humidity, have they darkened completely? I'll show you the back part, which is quite small, a family chapel, and now I'll show you all the details of the altar. Look there to kneel and pray. Beautiful. 2 wooden candlesticks, and the figures are practically intact. It's undoubtedly the most beautiful family chapel I've ever seen. Well guys, now we've really finished the video, unless we find something else. But in theory, that's it for now. So if you liked it, give it a like and see you at the next place. Until next time.